How to successfully restore your damaged credit by howtogrowcredit.com. While you watch this video, please consider subscribing. If you like this content, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and feel free to comment down below with any questions. We would love to hear from you. Also, when the video ends, make sure to check out the rest of the content on this channel and on our website howtogrowcredit.com. Both with new content added daily. It can be stressful to deal with a bad credit score. It is much more stressful when you have to deal with poor past decisions. Watch this video for some tips to enhance your credit. If you are buying a home, it will not always be easy, and even more difficult if your credit is bad. Try to secure an FHA loan. These are federal government guaranteed. Even if the applicant does not have money for closing costs or a down payment, an FHA loan is workable. Financing a home can be difficult when your credit score is low. FHA loans might be a good option to consider in these circumstances because the federal government guarantees them. FHA loans can even work when a borrower doesn't have the funds for down payment or pay closing costs. When you want to fix your credit, you need to start somewhere. Have a realistic plan and stay with it. However, if you are not prepared to alter bad habits regarding your spending, nothing will ever change. Only buy things that are absolutely necessary. Before making any purchase, determine if it is within your means and if it is indispensable. Don't buy the item unless you answer yes to both of these questions. The first step in credit is to develop an effective plan and make a commitment to adhere to it. You must be dedicated to making changes in how you spend money. Only buy what you absolutely necessary. Make sure that you are never using more than 50% of your credit card's limit. Any balances that are over half your limit drag your credit rating down. So be sure to pay your credit card down, or, if you cannot, try to use another credit card. If a company promises that they can remove all negative marks from a credit report, this is a scam. Negative entries that are otherwise accurate will stay on your history for up to 7 years. With a good credit score, you can easily buy a house and mortgage it. You can improve your credit by paying your mortgage on time. As a homeowner, you will have a major asset that can have positive effects on your credit profile. Having a good credit score is important if you need to take out a loan. Some methods will be less damaging than others, so be wary and do your homework. Creditors are only trying to get the money that you owe them and really aren't interested in how it will affect your credit score. When trying to improve bad credit, beware of companies who promise that they can erase any negative but correct items on your credit report. Unfortunately, this negative information stays on your credit record for at least 7 years. Know, however, that it is possible to delete information that is actually wrong. Even if a charge held against you is legitimate, any problems with its details, date, could make the entire entry invalid and eligible for removal. When starting to repair your credit, pay your bill on time from now on. You should pay your bills in full each month. Do not let them fall behind again and get yourself in trouble. As soon as you start paying off your bills so that they are not late, your credit score will immediately start going up. Joining a credit union can give you want to make your credit score better but cannot get new credit. You should consider talking directly with your creditors when you are trying to improve your credit. Maintaining contact shows your good faith and can help you minimize further debt. One way to tackle this problem is to call them and ask if you can have the due date or monthly charge amount changed. In order to start repairing your credit, focus on closing all accounts except one. You should arrange to make payments or make a balance transfer to your open account. This allows you to focus on paying off a single account rather than many smaller ones. Contact your creditors to request a reduction in your credit line. It will pay off in lowering the risk of excessive borrowing and reflecting good financial decision-making on your behalf. Check over your credit card statement each month and make sure there aren't any discrepancies. If you notice unwarranted fees or surcharges, you need to call the company right away to avoid them from reporting it to credit reporting agencies. Read your negative reports carefully when attempting to rebuild your credit. If you find errors in any of the information, you might be able to request the entire negative record be removed from your credit report. If you and your creditor decided to set up a payment plan, it is important to request a copy of the agreement in writing. After you have paid your debt, send proof of this to the major credit agencies. Try and pay down any revolving account balances in order to boost your credit score. You can improve your score by lowering your balances. The FICO system makes a note when your balances are at 20, 40, 60, 80, and 100% of your available credit. Take the time to carefully go over all your credit card statement. It is only your responsibility to be sure that everything is correct and error-free. One of the biggest stressor can be bad dealings with debt collection agencies. Cease and desist documents can be used to hold back collection agencies, but only to stop the harassment. These letters may prevent collection agencies from making phone calls, but the consumer remains responsible for paying the debt. The most it will do is draw more attention to negative reports on your credit history. Come up with a way to pay off any existing unpaid debts. Although these accounts won't be expunged from your credit report, they will reflect the fact that you have paid them in full, and the problems you have encountered as a result of having unpaid debts on your report will be reduced or eliminated. Collection agencies. Seek advice from a trustworthy credit counseling service if you are having difficulty managing your debt. These counselors can often arrange affordable repayment plans to get you out of debt, allowing you to focus on making wise financial decisions in the future. Credit counseling helps you learn how to best manage your finances and meet your obligations. Debt collection agencies are an intimidating and stressful part of having bad credit. This will stop the calls from collection agencies, it merely stops the threatening calls. Erase your debt. Potential creditors will look at your debt-to-income ratio. Your debt-to-income ratio is part of the formula used to calculate your credit. The higher it is, the more you are viewed as a risk. Build yourself a plan that can help repay your debts and commit to sticking to it. Prepaid credit cards can help to rebuild your score without late payments or going over your limit. Doing this shows lenders that you are a responsible person. Part of having a good credit score is being timely with monthly bill payments. Setting up payment reminders can help you avoid missing a payment. There are a variety of ways to set up payment reminders. If you have an online banking portal, you may have a way to have emails and texts sent to you automatically on or before certain dates. Your credit rating will get damaged each time you open another line of credit. When offered large discounts or incentives for opening a new credit card, fight the urge to get one to receive the discounts that are offered to you. If you fall for the temptation, you could see a drop in your credit score. If you want to improve your credit, start a plan to pay off the debt you owe. Old debt can really bring your credit score down. Create a budget that your finances can handle that puts as much of your income as possible into paying off any outstanding debts. The lower your debt, the better your credit score will be. Be aware that threats made by a collector are illegal. You need to know what the laws are that safeguard consumers' rights when dealing with debt collectors. Get more information regarding debt consolidation to assess whether it is a viable tool for your credit repair program. Consolidating debt is often a great way to get all of your debt under control and repair your credit score. The benefit of consolidation is that you combine your debt into one single monthly payment. Before committing to a consolidation though, make sure that it will actually help you. Talk to creditors to try using alternate payment plans directly to figure out a different way to pay your bill if you cannot make monthly payments. When you are struggling to get your credit in order, consider checking out debt consolidation programs to help you get better results from your efforts. With one simple debt payment, it will be easier for you to manage your finances and get out of debt. It's more likely you'll pay on time, which will look good on your credit. Payment reminders. Paying off what is due on your unpaid bills is a good way to repair your credit. Agencies that specialize in helping people with credit issues can be a major assistance. The largest component of your credit score revolves around paying your bills are always paid on or before the due date. Setting up payment reminders will help you make the payments. There are a variety of ways in which you can make payment reminders. When you're trying to repair your credit, it's not uncommon to feel pressured into payment plans that you can't afford. Always understand your budget and never send out more money than you can handle. If you do not fulfill these promises, you could damage your credit worse, which will lead to the end of the fleeting relief you had from these arrangements. The first thing you need to do when repairing your credit is to make a plan to begin to pay any outstanding debt. Existing debt lowers an individual's credit rating and can be a burden. Your credit score will rise significantly if you do not have existing debt. Try keeping the balance of your credit cards as low as possible. If the limit on one of your cards is $2,000 and your balance remains over $1,800, your credit score will suffer. Paying on time is paramount in credit score. Even if it's just the minimum, it is vital that you make a regular payment. Just one missed payment will put a dent in your credit. If you are searching for ways to repair bad credit, you should focus on cultivating multiple types of credit. Having a diversity of credit that you are successful at managing adds to your credit score. If you have a lot of credit lines and pay on them, it will help your credit score. Keeping your accounts in good standing is a signal of responsibility and makes lenders more comfortable lending to you. Pay attention to any inquiries that are being made for your credit score and credit report. If someone inquires about your credit score, it is always noted. Check your credit file to see if you have any missed payments. Anyone who is seeking a way to repair credit and raise their credit score should open up new credit, and aim to pay it all back as soon as possible. This process builds a good credit history and demonstrates that you understand your credit responsibilities better. Paying off your unpaid bills is a good way to repair your credit. Credit counseling can help you to design a great help. Think about talking to your bank so you can have your limit reduced. Once your limits are lowered, you also need to lower your balance. Don't lower the limit so much that it puts your current balance right against the cap though. You may feel the need to commit to expensive repayment plans that you cannot afford. Know exactly what your debt is before attempting to deal with creditors to avoid promising more than you are able to comfortably pay. For instance, you can hurt your score if you only keep your balance above $1,800 when your card has a $2,000 limit, even if you make your payments on time. This process builds a good credit history and demonstrates that you can pay your credit. If you follow the advice in this video, you will be on the right track to rebuilding your credit score. Because you are rewriting your credit report, you need to be consistent in making all of your payments. Fixing a credit problem is far from impossible, and the faster you get to it, the better your results will be. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to check out the rest of the content on this channel and on our website howtogrowcredit.com. Both with new content added daily. Also, check out our recommended credit repair system with the link in the description. Remember to like, comment, subscribe and share. Not only does it help us make new content for you, but also tells YouTube to share this content with others. How to grow credit. Steps to grow your credit score.